a house, and I'm making it off this picture from Vermont. This house. Anyways, what I am realizing about myself and my struggle with time, I'm not a lazy person. I just get stuck because I don't always know what to do with my time. I don't always allow myself to sit with a thought. I have too many thoughts all at once, so I can't figure out one thing to do one at a time. So this morning I woke up, I'm not gonna lie, I was tweaking out a little. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna wake up at 9 a.m. I'm gonna get to do work. I'm gonna be so productive with all my art stuff. I do have my other job later today around 6. But I think with time management is that I get so caught up in the idea of, oh my god, I have to leave at 5. I have to be ready by 5. That means I have to start getting ready around 4:30 in order to be able to be out by the house by 5. I think what my problem is living in the future, living in anxiety. I guess it is just living in the future in that sense. I do it in many other ways, but this is how living in the future is impacting me. Another thing I realized, as you can see all the paintings in the background, I'm always so focused on the end product, what people are gonna see about it. And that's the way I've been approaching taking content about it, of the paintings. And I don't know, I was going down this rabbit hole of, oh, if the way that I display my art, because my art is an extension of myself. So if the art is an extension of me, is this how I see myself, and is the way that I show up online an example of that? The way that I am showing up on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, it is a direct correlation to self-worth, for sure. A little bit. Like, I was making some pretty shit and lazy content, and I was like, wow, no one's watching it. And it's like, well, yeah, why would anyone watch this? You don't even know what's good about this. So in order to figure out what's good about it, I had to sit with what makes my painting special. Instead of rushing into the, am I gonna be able to be an artist? Am I not gonna be able to be an artist? Am I gonna get the love of my life? Am I not gonna get the love of my life? Am I gonna get to live the dream life? Or am I gonna be a waitress forever, you know, rocking back and forth, being like, oh my god, what if this is the rest of my life and I never make it? Yeah, I've just been living in anxiety instead of the nowness. I also think I was not realizing my self-worth, because, I don't know, the other day I was just driving around and I was like, you know what? I kind of am a bad bitch. That's just facts. I don't know what to tell you guys. I just am, because I proclaim that I am. Bad bitch is being defined by me. And yeah, guys, I guess I'm a bad bitch. Don't ask me how. It's a je ne sais quoi. Just like the hot girl thing. I was thinking a lot about what makes a hot girl earlier this year. And it is just the fact that she knows she's a hot girl. Oh my god, the clay is not sticking because I am not slipping and scoring. I think what I need to do for myself more often is just to let myself sit down and actually do the thing, because it's not going to take that long. I can always stop. I can force myself to stop. I'm like, wow, guess what? It is 4 o'clock. It's time for you to get ready. But I get so, I don't know why I get so anxious. I'm like, oh my god, I can't start this because I have to stop this, you know? It's kind of debilitating, I will say, but I'm working on it. Look at me overcoming my challenges in life. I am now thinking of how to, I have no idea how I want to do the roof. I want to put in the roof here because, you know, Christmas is his favorite holiday, so I want to make a little Santa going down the chimney. But am I gonna have to do a slab here? How am I gonna do this? Is crazy. I'm doing ceramics in my room. This is awesome. Oh, You know what I found out, guys? I found out manifesting. Me and my therapist were talking about this. Yes, my therapist is also a manifestation guru. I don't know if she really applies it to her own life, but I don't know. We were talking about it. Manifesting is literally about focusing. It's about what you focus on. If you can spend your time focusing on something long enough, you manifest it. I know it sounds stupid and a little silly, but I manifested this. I didn't think I could do this. I didn't think I could make it as well as I did, but I spent time doing it. And this was a conversation I was having with a friend. I asked him, how are you always so inspired? He seems to be able to create every day and work on at least one of the few projects that he is going on, and I find that so admirable because I don't have that. Do I lack discipline? Am I lazy? No, it's that I lack focus. I lack focus. He said if you sit with it long enough, you'll find that it's always there. There was an epiphany for me. Every single time I have started creating, feel like I couldn't. If I sat with it long enough, it was there. This painting, I am overwhelmed by the size of it, but I can sit with each corner, and if I can do that, I find and I bring out what is interesting about each corner. I see each layer of the painting. I see each stroke. I know that every single mark I make is not taken off the painting. Sometimes I overcomplicate things on the painting because I'm an overthinker and I overcomplicate things, and I can't always let the pretty things stay pretty. I have to push it just a little bit to see what happens, and then I ruin it, and then I have to go back to find what's pretty about it. But is that not the way that I handle life, you know? So that is what I mean by the paintings is an extension of me. And as you can see, my thoughts are all over the place because I'm pretty sure I was talking about some other point and then I went to another point. I'm about to do something kind of risky. I'm realizing that this is too tall. I'm gonna have to cut this. Oh my gosh. I'm a little nervous. I don't think this is the right height. I think this is the roof is supposed to be shorter. Oh gosh, I don't know about this, guys. Am I cutting? Okay, I'm cutting the right way. Okay. Okay! Yay! I did it, I did it, I did it. If you put your mind to it, it can happen. It's looking a little ugly, but everything has to go through its awkward stage in order to become beautiful. Just like me. It's looking kinda fucked up. Alright. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Guys, this is the art process. Every minute of the day. This is me all the time. This is why I have trouble doing anything. I used to say I will not have a midlife crisis because I am in a perpetual one. I have one all the time right now, being like, oh my god, I'm trying to be an artist. You know what? I'm not trying to be an artist. I am an artist. I am an artist. There is no just. I just am. I already am. Haha, you're right. Alright. Well, that's how you keep yourself from going over the edge, I guess. I don't know. It's just the way that I do it. I think my last November was the first really serious painting that I made. I was super heartbroken. Super heartbroken over a boy that didn't want me. Don't know what was going on. He did not have the ability to communicate, didn't want to. Made a really serious and gorgeous painting about it. Think of Blackest Day, Lana Del Rey. Because Amy Winehouse, Back to Black. You know, that's the vibe. And I think that was the first really serious work that I made that really compelled anyone to believe in my art, including myself. I don't know, I was believing in my art, but I think that was the first one where I understood what made my art my art. And I think now I'm still exploring that, especially now that I am painting with more intention, as in I am creating the shapes. I am no longer letting the paint dictate its own shape. I am the creator of it. So it's been a really interesting journey trying to figure out what I am trying to say and what I am thinking, and being attached to my emotions and feelings and thoughts, especially after not knowing what I'm feeling. You know, I used to create art because I didn't know how I feel. I just felt it. This camera is so much nicer. I just got the lens. I broke the other one. And I was like, I don't want to get it, but I finally got it. I caved. So I'm just adding these details for the window. And then I'm just gonna carve out a little bit. You do have to wait for the clay to get hard enough to kind of carve these parts out, versus this. If I were to carve, you can carve this because it's hard enough, but sometimes the clay will be too mushy if you try to carve it. It is pretty interesting to see how long, you know, because I don't know how to do this technically. I'm just doing it. So it is interesting to see how much is just about patience versus how much is actually knowing how to do something. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, someone who's been doing this for a while. Because knowing how to do something is just spending enough time with the tools, the material, and then exploring how it could be pushed, what could be made with it, what could be done. That's what I mean about manifestation. Manifesting is just spending enough time with something to know how it works, to be able to create something. Look, these windows are finally turning out after I kept going at them. Yay! Now I'm gonna smooth them out. Life is about what you spend your attention on. It's really crazy how that is. I find myself reaching for my phone when I feel like I'm lacking direction and I don't know what to do, when I feel paralyzed. Let me just go on my phone, because my phone is fun, it's easy. But then all the content I see on my phone are people doing things, and I'm like, wow, am I living vicariously through them by being on the phone and watching someone else do something? Am I like feeling like, is that what's happening? Is that what I'm being satisfied by? Is that why I like social media so much? These are the things that are going through my head, and then I'm like, I don't like that. So then I stop, and I stop watching things, and then I go back to being in my room and thinking about all that and questioning. Question for the culture. Except it's a different kind. Maybe I need to wait for it to smooth out. Wow, would you look at that? It's like this tool was made for something like this. Oh my gosh, look at that! That's so good. That's awesome. Yay! Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. I'm just not gonna worry about that. Do you get deja vu? Okay, well, that's what I was thinking about with a bunch of artists. I was like, wow, they have the ability to sit with their feelings and string them out and make them into something. And they are not ashamed of their feelings. They sing about them. That is awesome. I would love to be able to do that. And it's like, girlie, you can do that if you let yourself. And I was like, you're right. I should just let myself. But it takes a lot to feel and let myself do things like that. So I'm working on it. I don't know. Will I even post this video? I don't know. I don't know. But there was something calling to me today to be like, yeah, why don't you just start yapping in front of the camera? You know? Sometimes I am like, is that what I want for my life? Is this what I want to share with people? Because there's a lot to think about, you know? I think first is acknowledging maybe what I have to say is important enough for people to want to stay and watch, you know? There is value in a lot of things, and you know, it's not for you to decide. I guess, you know, someone might find it valuable. All right. Squish. ASMR. I think that might sound inappropriate. I'm gonna stop doing that now. See, this is what I can make if I don't let my anxieties get in my way. And if I just do the thing. I just get anxious about the time. I get anxious about missing work. I don't know. I just get anxious about everything. And I don't let myself start anything because I'm just always so in a rush. But if I was always in a rush, I would have never been able to get this done. And life is about what you spend your time on, and this is what I've been focusing on for the past few hours. I guess this is what they mean when they say a few hours of undivided attention and work matter more than many hours of work, but like lack of focus. This is what manifesting is, guys. Letting yourself, just getting over the anxiety of if it will, if it won't, and just doing the thing. And just knowing you can. I just had to let myself sit with this long enough to get over my anxiety. That is what I had to do, and that is what I have to continue to practice to do in my art, in my life, if I want to be able to do this, you know? And I think I continue to find out how to do that every day in small ways. I found myself just getting so absorbed into my anxiety and negativity that I completely forgot what I am capable of. And because I'm so busy thinking about what I'm not, or oh, this person made me angry, this situation's annoying, I got so focused on other people's problems that I stopped thinking about what I wanted to do from that. I just got focused on how badly they made me feel instead of focusing on what does make me feel good. And I think I stopped doing the things that made me feel good. That sounds really inappropriate. That isn't what I mean though. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how to get myself out of this one. But I mean like things that make me feel capable. That is what I mean. I need to keep letting myself do things that make me feel capable, which is going on a run, which I haven't done, or trying something new. It's important to be able to follow through on the things that you say that you're gonna do for yourself, because how else are you ever gonna trust yourself? It's gonna be hard to do anything, you know? You'll just let yourself slack off for the rest of your life. And yeah, so I better work out tonight. I better do that. Or else it's the end of the world. Just kidding. You don't have to have that mindset. I do though. Well, maybe I should be kinder to myself. I don't know. Wow, this is so awesome. This is what happens when I let myself do something. When I let myself be. Should I run now? Because it is 3 and I have to be there at 6. Maybe I'll run now. Maybe I will wrap this up and let myself run. Okay. You know what? I was so productive today. I'm so proud of myself. I am awesome. Alright. Now I'm being a widow once again.